Hi, and welcome to the third edition of Bucco Banter here on Herald-Standard.com. I'm your host, Rob Burchianti. With me again, Herald-Standard.com sports writer Jonathan Guth.
Good to be here, Rob.
Thank you. And we were discussing, could the Pirates get to 500? They're trying to get to 500 last week, and lo and behold, here they are, 24-24. John, how'd they get there?
Well, Rob, they swept the Cubs, which I said this last week. 2 out of 3, but a sweep was good. However, let's not break out the tickets, Let's not, get ready for playoff tickets just yet. It was the Cubs, but they did have a very impressive victory yesterday, 4-1, over the Reds, who's the first place team.
Right.
Offenses, I'm still not sold on that yet. But
yeah, the offense did break out 10 runs against the Cubs two days ago, and then yesterday they got 4 runs, which is a lot for the Pirates. But even though the hitting's come around a little bit, I know you want to concentrate on a certain pitcher with the Pirates.
And after last night, he is now at 4-2, and we were talking about James McDonald, or J-Mac, as I guess the kids like to call him.
Yep. Greg Brown.
Yeah, Greg Brown. He was 1-1 in the month of April, but he was 3-1 in May, 4-2, 2.20 ERA, and it's just he's pitched 65.1 innings, so he's about 6.5 per start for 10 starts now. That's pretty good considering last year. Heck,
that's way up.
Couldn't get out of the 5th inning. He's had a couple. He's gone 8. I'm looking here, two starts, gone 8 innings, and just really produced. And he's keeping ahead, getting ahead of the hitters. Just doing the right things. And
he's been dominant at times.
Really,
he had the no-hitter going for one game.
I would almost say,
into the 6th, I think it was.
I don't think it's a crazy thing to say that he's definitely the pitcher of this staff so far this year.
He's been the ace so far.
As good as J-Mac has been, I am a little bit disappointed in Kevin Correa and Charlie Morton. Correa, he is 1-5, which last year...
he started out a lot better last year.
He had 14 last year. I'm kind of escaping.
Well, he was on the All-Star team last year, so he was rolling early in the year, but he's struggled so far this year.
He's given up 7 homers in 9 starts. I'm not too impressed with that. And the ERA is 4.30. And he always seems like he's due for that bad inning. And Charlie Morton, not much better, 2-5, 4.27 ERA. Just I don't know what's up with these guys, because last year they were solid. Now it looks like they're kind of reverting back to their old self. Burnett, he's 3-2, but his ERA, I don't think it's indicative because he had that one just awful game.
Right.
So getting to the pitching, I still say these two guys, Correa and Morton, have to get it going because pitching is going to carry this team.
Morton's the one thing with he's always been an enigma since they got him. It was always a mental thing they thought with him. Last year he got straightened out a little bit, but then this year I think he's lost something like 4 of his last 5.
Yeah,
and he's not getting the ground balls like he usually does. Correa's an older guy. He's just he's not that talented of a pitcher. He's okay. He's a decent 5th starter, I would say, but he's the first one I would kick out. But Bedard's been good. He just missed 1 start with a back injury, and AJ Burnett, like you said, he's been spectacular outside that 1 start.
I will say one thing about AJ. I think that mentality coming from the Yankees, that's something that these guys have never seen. Like, he knows.
Well, they look up to AJ.
Yeah, he knows how to be a winner, regardless of how he. You play with the Yankees, you're expected to produce, and here he's kind of looked at as a great player.
Oh yeah.
And in New York, they were like, "Get rid of him, he's a bum." And I guess we are gonna delve into the offense a little bit.
Yeah, well, they did make one move. Their offense has been once again. Alvarez has Pedro Alvarez. We're talking about third baseman. He was ice cold, and he was red hot for a while. Then he was ice cold again. Now all of a sudden he's hot again, and he.
You notice every time Andrew though tries to pass him in the home run race, he gets hot. So maybe
it's a little competitiveness.
I guess that's good.
but he hit one. I think he hit one off the top of the left field wall yesterday, going the other way. Very very encouraging. And then he hit one. You see the guy that made the snow cone catch in center field. And tremendous catch.
And that's his power. That's what they need. They need that.
Yeah. When he's hot, he makes the whole lineup better.
Yeah.
And McCutcheon still, of course, is their best player, best hitter. He leads in just about all categories. But one thing they did was they got rid of Jamichael Navarro, and they brought up Jordy Mercer from AAA. He's a 25-year-old guy. They drafted third in 2008, and they're looking at him as a utility player. He's just like Navarro in a way. Well, he's a guy like several guys they have, like Josh Harrison. He plays second, short, and third. He's played all those at AAA. He was hitting 303 at AAA, 11 doubles, 3 homers, 22 RBIs. So he's 20. You know, he's a guy that they now. Clint Hurdle said, the manager Clint Hurdle said he did not bring him up to bench Barmes, but you got to think if this guy gets a couple games of short and starts producing, he might be the new shortstop.
Yeah, Barmes has just not impressed me
or anybody.
I mean, 170. My goodness, I don't even know.
Yeah, Navarro, who they sent down, was at 178, and Barmes was hitting poorer than he was.
I'm still not sold. It's just, you know, what are we, 48 games in?
Yeah.
And 500, I mean, when we have 100 more games to that and they're at 500, then I'm going to get excited. Now, coming up, Rob, the Pirates would say, oh, Milwaukee's not doing that good this year. A lot of, you know, and they are just, they always beat the Pirates.
Yeah, the Brewers have their number.
So
lately,
basically, tonight they're playing, as of now, I don't know what the score is.
They're playing the Reds again.
Then they play another game. They have an off day and 3 with the Brewers, and that's will lead us back to next week, Rob. And what would you say? You want to do a prediction? What are they going to do?
I'll take a split with all those games, to tell you the truth. But since there's 5 left, if they go 2-3, that would be a split. I'll take that.
I will say, I'm going to be the optimist and say they're going to go 3-2.
All right.
So
we'll find out in a week.
We'll see. Hopefully we'll be back in over 500, right?
Well, we'll see. Talk to you in 1 week. Signing out on Bucco Banter.